welcome to your own channel, just regular kolkata. Hi everyone. Let's see some Busch gambit theory. This is the part 2. So it's e4, e5, d4, d5. This 4 center square you need to control, and you need to attack on the f2 square and the e1. Okay, so these 6 squares we need to consider whenever we are starting to play our games. Okay, so let's show you the Busch gambit like a item. We are placing our b5. Knight captures the pawn. Knight over here. Knight captures. Pawn captures. Okay. Now here probably the bishop move. Okay. And then develop the knight. Castling. Then go jump with the knight. Then pawn threatens. You can also play with the pawn as well. Now here you can say probably they can provide the queen over here, threatening a checkmate. Now you move your queen, then queen captures, king moves, and then probably they try something like d3 or any stuff like that. So here probably you can retreat your knight back, attacking the queen, attacking the bishop, and queen needs to stay touch with the king, or otherwise that can be fall apart. Okay, so what you can see over here as like placing the pawn, then not placing the pawn like here they probably can save the queen. So here just the simple deal like capturing the queen, capture back with the bishop, knight captures bishop. Okay, that should be the line. But here you can see like if your opponent is a defending player and he plays the queen to g3. Now can you find the winning move over here? I'm showing you right now. The winning move over here is queen captures queen. As you can see, the f2 pawn is pinned to the bishop, so he can't capture the queen. And in the next move, we are threatening to win the king over here. Now here you can see they can capture the knight. Then again you are recapturing with the pawn. And if rook moves, then it's a checkmate. And any other try, like probably they can block your bishop. No matter, just queen to h2 is the checkmate. Okay, so you can see the fun lines like this, and I am showing you another thing on the same line, that is after d4. Here probably you can see the pawn move, then knight jumps. Okay, and then they probably threatened your knight, so knight get back. And here you can see the move like bishop. Okay, so now what to do? Here you just simply capturing with the bishop. Now you give your opponent two choices, either capturing the bishop or capturing the knight. If they capture the knight, then probably they can losing the queen. Not this way. we are using the decoy technique. If king captures, then we can capture the queen, and if king moves, the people who see the part 1 definitely know the answer. That bishop to g4, and then we are capturing the queen. Now here you can see the white's mobility is lost over here. Okay, white mobility is lost. Like here, if they place the knight move, then simply they lose the rook, and if they move the bishop, then they can lose another rook. So here they needs to play the move g3. You just complete your castling, then probably they play g2 with the help of this bishop. Now they are able to attack the queen. So here queen to e3, king moves, placing the rook check. Probably bishop gonna block that, and either it's your choice. Capturing with the rook is the checkmate, and in this particular case, capturing with the queen is also a checkmate. Okay, guys. So you can see that's kind of fun line in Busch gas gambit, or so called the Stafford gambit line. Okay, and back to the same position. Here, what happens? They can capture your bishop. Now, which move will you play? Your knight is on under attack. So, which move should you play? The move is queen to h4. We are attacking the king, our queen, and knight is occupying both of the square. So, if king decides to move, then queen to f2 is a checkmate. Now, queen to f2, if you don't able to find the queen to f2, then another is checkmating possibility is available here. That is bishop to g4. Bishop to g4 is also a checkmate. Like you can see, all the squares are covered by the black pieces. Okay, so that is also a check. So if they wants to save their position, then simply placing the pawn move, knight captures. Probably they save their king, and we are happy to capture the rook. If they don't want to do that, and instead of they are saving their rook, then we again back to the e4, and you can see that's a discover attack from the queen. So again, if king moves, then queen to f2 is the checkmate. Now here, don't try the bishop move, because now here rook can capture. You can capture with the queen. King needs to back. Then again you are placing with the queen. King needs to back. Then placing queen to f2 is also a checkmate. Okay, but it requires more moves. So we want to finish the white as less move as possible. So we will play queen to f2, supported with the knight, and that's a checkmate. You can see all the square around king are protected by the queen. So that's a checkmate. Last option, what they can do, they can block it at this position. They can block it with the rook. Simply just knight captures rook, and after pawn captures, queen captures, you can see you have a two clear pass pawns. With these two pass pawns, easily you can win the match. No matter what happen, opponents has to give two pieces for that. Queen will be exchanged for queen, and one rook will be exchanged for one rook. So you remain up with a bishop and rook, and that's a decisive advantage to win the game. Okay, and let me show you another possibility, that is after bishop moves we play h5. Opponent just complete the castling. Now you place your queen over here, and you can see they develop knight to c3. Then you can jump around with the knight. We are threatening checkmate on h2. So if they wants to prevent with the knight, then it's too late. We can simply deliver the checkmate. And I'm showing you the position once again. Like here, they can play the h3 move first. No matter, knight can be going over there and g4. So probably they can capture the knight. After pawn recaptures, you can see we are threatening checkmate on the h2. What they can do, probably they can defend with the g4. Now pause the video and trying to find mate in one. It's a mate in one for black. Comment below so that I can understand whether you are watching the previous video or not. It's queen captures g4. As you can see that bishop is pinning the f2 pawn. So f2 pawn cannot be moved. So that's a checkmate. You can see. So taking knight is not possible if they provide g3 first. Same result will be happen. Queen captures, king moves, and queen to h2 with the help of knight and queen. That is the checkmate. Okay. So Eric Rosen showing you 5 or 6 games in the same tournament with this kind of sneaky idea. Okay. Okay. So at this position, you can see the same thing arise from another move order, that is after pinning with the bishop, knight captures, bishop is moving over here. Okay, so in that case again we are allowing to capture the bishop, and already you know all of the lines from here. Now if they capture the bishop, then queen will arise. After king moves, it's a checkmate. Okay, and if they block with the pawn, then simply knight captures. If pawn captures, then we simply capture the rook. And if they move the rook, then again don't capture the bishop. It's a losing move because after capturing you are out of attack. So that's the reason. Don't capture the bishop. Instead of return to e4. Now they must have to keep blocking with the rook, knight captures, pawn captures, queen captures, and you are achieving the same position. Like here, if king wants to move, give another check. If king moves, then give another check. They must have to keep blocking with the knight, and that's a totally winning advantage for you. Okay, and here if they blocking with the bishop, then your bishop to g4 immediately jumps into the picture, and after knight moves, bishop captures and knight captures. And here probably you just complete your castling. Okay, so you have to play this kind of openings. So it's totally winning. Now after bishop captures, you can see another alternative move, that is bishop e2. What you will do after bishop e2? Like after bishop e2, you can see there is a two potential threat like to capture the knight and capture the bishop. So simply you just capturing the f2 pawn, and now you can see the beauty of the knight, that queen is gone, the queen is trapped. Okay, so that is the amazing Bush gas gambit line, where either you have victory in the early stages, or you can win the queen, or at least you can a piece up or a exchange up. Okay, so there is no harm to play this opening. Okay, so what else white can try from here? Like we can see bishop to c4 line, probably knight can go. They should play the d3 move, knight moves to g4. Okay, if they do nothing, like here they probably place the bishop over here. Now instead of capturing with the bishop, you can capture the e3 with the knight, because after pawn captures, bishop captures, that's probably a very good position. You have the bishop pair, so you can control the light and dark both of the diagonals, but white is only able to control the light diagonals. Okay, so that's also any advantage. And here if white castles, just bring over here. Sometimes you can see the move g3, then just simply queen captures h2 and deliver the checkmate. But often you can see the pawn move. Here you can also play the pawn move as well. Okay, now if they play the knight c3 move, then just queen comes to g3, and no matters, after knight c3 if they bring the queen, we can probably deliver the checkmate as well. Okay, and instead of knight c3, if they wants to attack our queen, then just simply queen captures check, king moves, and queen to h2 is the checkmate. Okay guys, so that is the wrap up of the second part of this video. Okay, if somebody watches two videos simultaneously and have concentrate on the same video, then probably you learn the push gas gambit lot of better than me. Now I'm showing you the decline line once again. That is knight to f3 and bishop to c5. Okay, now here you can see they can probably bring the bishop. You place the knight over here, and whenever you are placing the knight, you can see knight captures pawn, then you can offering the knight back. Okay, at this position you can see opponent can give you your dream position by capturing the knight, and after pawn captures, that is the dream position. And here probably they can place the d3 move, then knight can straight away jump in to the g4 and threatening the f2 with bishop and knight. So probably here opponent can castle, and after castle bring the queen, pawn moves. Don't take the risk with playing f5. Okay, just avoid that line, just play knight move. Okay, here you can see that is bishop capturing the pawn. We just slide back our king, and then bishop, there's a bishop check. Okay, if bishop checks, then necessary you need to capture with the queen. Then they can capture your knight. Probably you can capture, king can capture, you place a queen check. So here probably they can block it with the queen, and whenever they are doing this, just go and hunting down for the second rook as well. Okay, so here is the queen. Let me turn on the engine. Let's see which move engine suggests. Okay, so here engine suggests this strong move. Against this strong move, what we will do, first of all, we will block this bishop. Now if knight moves, then it's time to capture the rook. Okay, they bring the knight. You bring the queen. Okay, that's enough. But you can see here, like sometimes you can see opponent play this kind of moves, knight moves. Okay, so if they place this kind of knight moves, then task is very easy. Just develop the bishop over here. Okay, and against this you can see there is nothing you can see over here. Like here probably queen can give a check. Just up the king, knight can give another check. Okay, just move the king over here, and if opponent plays this kind of move, then simply you can capture with the rook, and after knight captures, just bring the queen back. Queen captures, pawn captures, and you can see a rook and a bishop versus a lonely knight. Okay, so that's very easy to win, very fun lines. Okay, so play and finish the game. Okay, I'm showing you the engine analysis as well, and let me show you another thing from this position. Like here, after knight captures, if you see the queen move, then the same old traps tricks will happen. Okay, and here after h3, this is the position. So at this position, we are capturing the pawn. You say bishop captures check, and the bishop captures check. Here probably you can bring your king on the safety. So king move is not possible to capture with the knight. So if they think that probably they can capture the knight first, then just capturing with the queen, it's a check. No matters whether king moves, just capture the second bishop. Okay, so that's the position. Maximum your opponent can equalize the game like this. Okay, so best of luck with that. Let's move on to the tournament actually. Okay, so here probably I'm start to play tournament.